Hey, it's Ross here with Northern Technology Services, and welcome to this month's installment of Ross's Corner. So, all right, wow, okay, what a month. Okay, June, go home. You're drunk now. All right. So, I don't know about you guys, but uh, the weather really messes with messes with my headspace a little bit, right? And it's like I'm so confused. I don't know what's going on. We Northern Michigan, we've seen it. We've done it all apparently at this point. After the winter we had, and then it seems like we had 40 degrees one day, like 80 degrees another day, and then rinse and repeat a few more times. I think the heat wave maybe has reached its end. But wow, okay. So we're going into June, July strong now, and I'm super excited. I know we've got some of the greatest Fourth of July celebrations coming up between July 3rd and July 4th, all around here in northern Michigan. Get those cookouts with your friends and family going into full swing, and I super excited. Can't wait for the 43rd annual Bliss Fest. And it's time to enjoy that northern Michigan summer. So this month we've decided to change things up a little bit. So over the course of the past several months here, is I've really been working to go back to kind of the core, right, and the whole purpose of why we do this and what drives NTS is helping people with technology and helping empower them with technology. So we've launched now a podcast, IT for Real Businesses, currently only on Spotify. I've got new episodes of that coming out every Thursday. And we're looking to get some more things going on with that. Get some interviews in with some local businesses about how are they doing things and how are they using technology to help them with their organizations. So super excited about that as we get that going. If you get our email newsletter, we've changed kind of the format a little bit this month, and we've kind of cleaned it up a little bit, and again try to add some more information in there. So the big thing, the tech tip for this month here is use the Windows key and V at the same time, and this will actually let you pull up your entire clipboard history and not just the last thing you copied. So if you've been using a computer for a long time, you probably already know a couple of the cool shortcuts. Control A allows you to select all, Control C allows you to copy, Control V allows you to paste. But by using the Windows key and pressing the V button simultaneously, now that shows up everything that you have copied recently in your entire clipboard history. We had a couple cool new blog posts out there. One, we're talking about password spraying. If you're using weak passwords, this is a attempt to hack that they are using in order to try to brute force accounts. We also talked about a complete guide to strong passwords and authentication. How to help create those good passwords and what that strong authentication looks like. And then, also one of the other things, and as we get more and more into this, like I know I get annoyed every time I log into my bank, they ask, we need to know what your location is. And I'm just like, why? Why do you need to know what my location is for me to see what's in our bank accounts? That it just makes no sense. So kind of diving into that and how do these websites use that data and what those best practices are for data sharing. Also this month we've been launching some more videos and things like that to our channel. We've got more and more content coming out again to serve that purpose of how can we help empower you, right? Some big things happening in the grand scheme of things. Microsoft is adding autonomous Copilot agents. Build 2025, Microsoft launched AI Copilot agents and tools that automate tasks inside Windows and Microsoft 365. So think of them as mini virtual assistants embedded in your workflow. Really cool, lots of cool stuff coming with AI. Obviously, with AI, there does come risk, and there does come shadow AI, which is now essentially part of shadow IT. So make sure that if we are starting to use AI in our business, that we are aware of what we're using, we're aware of what our employees are doing with it, and what kind of information we're feeding it, and we're not feeding it any privileged information, that shouldn't be fed to an AI platform. Google is also unveiling their AI search mode, so a search overhaul is going to be coming with Google, with Chrome and mobile, and it's going to be a chatbot style. So lots of cool things coming with AI. Microsoft shut down a huge malware network linked to Lumma. So hey, that's cool. Although it did infect almost 500,000 Windows devices worldwide back between March and May. Coming up, summer events, we don't really have a lot going on. August 27th, we've got our annual regional after hours. We'll be attending and sponsoring at Legs In. And then coming back into September, October, we've got a couple more business after hours with Wallen Watershed Gypsy Distillery. A fun fact, did you know that 40% of employees spend a quarter of their week looking for information? So this was actually according to a McKinsey report. Employees spend 1.8 hours every day searching and gathering information. So on average, we're talking 9 hours per week per person. So let's say you're paying your average wage of, we'll say, $20 an hour. So it's costing you $180 a week for your team member to search for the information that they may need to move on to their next steps. And then also kind of a cool little tidbit here that I'm going to leave you with. Did you know that the first computer mouse was rectangular and made out of wood? So this was actually invented in 1964 by a guy named Douglas Engelbart. And it had 2 rollers and a button on top. And his colleague Bill English called it a mouse because it looked like one. And now here we are in the day and age where they look like this, or they've got other shapes and formats. And of course, we've gone away with those lovely cords as we move into Bluetooth and wireless. So that's what we've got for this month here at Ross's Corner. Thanks for hanging out, and make sure to like and subscribe to our channel, follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and to stay up to date as I continue to try to get as much cool and fun information out there for you. And thanks for hanging out. Bye now.